YouTube, what's going on? Flag 1122, back again. Had a really late night at work last night, up almost all night. So this morning I'm chilling out at my house, smoking a pipe. Listening to some tunes, smoking one of my Randall Harris, kind of a freehand slash poker. Love Randall Harris pipes. Smoking some Sam Gawith Kendall Cream Flake. Hadn't tried this in a long time. Just recently popped this bad boy open, kind of rediscovering it. It's really a nice flake. I might do a review on it later. Anyway, I thought I would do another classic pop review. Really enjoying this series. We might start seeing them a little bit more frequently. And I've decided today to go with Royksopp. And this is the band that you're hearing in the background. I know it's not necessarily like classic, you know, as far as like maybe 80s, early 90s go. It's not an ancient song from a band from 25 years ago. But, you know, it's been out. Royksopp's been going for a little while. They were formed in 1998, and this is the album that I'm going to review. This is Royksopp's Junior. You can see it right there. And this came out in 2009. I know a lot of people haven't heard of Royksopp. You're like, God, what's Royksopp? How do you even spell that or pronounce that? It's a band from Norway. It's an electronic synth duo. And this is track number 2 on this LP, Junior. This is called The Girl and the Robot. This is my favorite track from this album. This has got background vocals from, actually lead vocals from Robin, the fantastic Swedish pop star Robin. If you don't know her, you're missing out. You should check out Robin too. She's fantastic. Anyway, like I said, Royksopp formed in 1998. Two young lads by the name of Torben and Sven. Their last names are Swedish names. I can try to pronounce them. It's Sven Berg and Torben Brundlund, I think. I'm horrible with these Norwegian names and Swedish names. But I was kind of a latecomer on Royksopp. I started liking them kind of 2004, 2005, right when I was finishing up college. And a buddy of mine introduced me to them, and he introduced me. This is their first LP. This is Melody AM by Royksopp. I picked this up in Japan, so it has a lot of kind of Japanese exclusives and remixes right here. I also picked this up in Japan, this version of Junior, and it has a bonus track on it, Were You Ever Wanted. That's track number 12 on this. The American version didn't have track number 12, I don't think. Anyway, I discovered them in college. Like I said, I was kind of a latecomer. I think that they released Melody AM around 2002, 2003. Like I said, they were formed in 1998 in Norway. And Sven and Torben, you know, they had been friends since their youth. And they both had a great love and appreciation of electronic music, and they got together. A friend kind of introduced them, and they got together and found that they had similar interests, and they started creating this music. If you just listen to this song, The Girl and the Robot, a lot of the sounds are very classic, like synthesizer sounds. And Royksopp is really fantastic in that aspect. They use a lot of classic synths. Some of their famous, or some of the more favorable synths that they use are the Roland. I think it's the Roland Juno 106 is what they use, and also the Chord MS-20 I think is another one that they use quite a bit. So they definitely like using analog synthesizers over like digital synthesizers. They don't use a lot of computer music, although of course when they're on tour they have a lot of that stuff programmed so they can do that. It's really hard to bring all their big clunky analog synthesizers on tour with them. But yeah, they formed, and then they released Melody AM. Then after that came the LP The Understanding, and then in 2009 they released Junior. And I bought this LP while I was living overseas in Japan, and I was just blown away. I mean, it was just right up my alley. It has everything that I like in electronic music, and the fact that it has just like really catchy synth riffs and really, really high energy dance grooves. And the lyrics are really cool too. Both Torben and Sven, they don't do a lot of vocalizing, they don't do a lot of singing in their songs, so they bring in a lot of guest vocalists like they did with this song with Robin. I would say like the standout tracks for me on this LP are definitely number 2, The Girl and the Robot. The next track on this album, Vision 1, is fantastic. Tricky Tricky is track number 7. It's also a really nice upbeat kind of poppy tune, really good to bop your head to. Anyway, if you haven't heard of Royksopp, which I'm afraid that a lot of people in America haven't heard of Royksopp, I think they've kind of flown under the radar, although they have a pretty big following, especially in Europe, and I would say in some of the bigger cities here in the States where they have, dance stations on local, city radio. A lot of people have heard of Royksopp. Like I said, this isn't exactly a classic pop review, but, they've been around for a little while, haven't they? They released a sort of a companion LP with this. So they released Junior in 2009, and in 2010 they released Senior. And if Junior is kind of like upbeat, high energy, dance, pop music, Senior is kind of introspective, introverted, sort of atmospheric, classic electronic music. And I don't have the actual LP for Senior. I downloaded it on the computer, but I haven't bought the LP yet, which is kind of unfortunate. I plan on doing it, and I like it just as much. If this CD right here is a good kind of party CD, it's good to put on in a party, when the party's in full swing, everybody's around having a good time, dancing a little bit, drinking. Senior is a nice LP to pop in after the party's over. There's a few people left at your place, it's chill down time, it's come down time, just talking. Definitely play Senior during that. But I recommend both of the albums. I recommend all the albums from Royksopp. They're just wonderful. It's a wonderful group. They're really talented lads, and I like the band a lot. I would say they're influence-wise, I know that Kraftwerk has probably meant something to them. I know Tangerine Dream was a big influence on Royksopp. Also, Vangelis, he's just a genius too, and I know they like him. I know that they have mentioned that they love Art of Noise, especially the track Legs. And there's a really nice LP floating around out there called Late Night Tales, and it's part of a series of CDs that they released called Late Night Tales, and this is Late Night Tales Royksopp, and it features a lot of music that Royksopp likes, a lot of music that they play that they're just fans of. And also Royksopp released a Back to Mine CD, and it also kind of highlights music that Royksopp really digs on. So again, Royksopp, check it out. And another thing I really like about this, it's just fantastic, like sleeve artwork. I'll just open it up here and show it to you. Just weird, just nice poppy colors, really, really cool. Like I said, I got this in Japan, so it's got, the katakana and hiragana writing. But let me just pop this sleeve open really quick and show you, because I definitely think it's worth mentioning. They have some of the coolest design work on here. Just look at some of this stuff. Just fantastic. I mean, you don't get that with a lot of bands, with a lot of groups. I mean, they don't come with stuff like this. I mean, you could put this on your wall and it could be a piece of art. That's just really, that makes it kind of really worth going out there and buying the CD, the LP. Most of their music has been released on classic vinyl too. They're just kind of that kind of band. Anyway, Royksopp, go check them out. Norwegian synth-pop wizards. I dig it. I think you will too, especially if you like that kind of music. Anyway, guys and gals, that's it for me today. I'm going to get back to my pipe. I've let it go out. Really enjoying this Samuel Gowan Kindle Cream plate. very smooth. Anyway, have a great weekend. I plan on going and seeing the new movie District 9. Looks really fantastic. Just nice original sci-fi. Have a good one. Cheers and out.